Let's dive deep into LinkedIn because again, LinkedIn is a very nuanced platform. And if you're in the B2B space, which we all are, right? We're all trying to sell a business service to another type of business. LinkedIn is king. Still, it's the best social network for this type of marketing that we're going to do. Everyone is on there that's like susceptible to a pitch. So LinkedIn is just naturally a great place to create content for because everyone there is pretty much in the business space. In terms of the keys to success on LinkedIn, it is a nuanced platform. We've talked exhaustively inside of this boot camp and ad nauseum inside of this boot camp about a niche. I just like draw a line in the sand. Like it's difficult for me to help you out as an agency if you're not in a niche. I like the first question Michael was talking to me about proposals. And the first question I asked is who are you working with? That's the most important thing is who. And the reason why that's so important, especially is because these platforms are crowded. If you want to get on social media or YouTube or LinkedIn or whatever it is and talk about SEO, you are going to get drowned out. One, there's no new information in SEO anymore. We're all talking about the same stuff for years now. We're just debating over AI and Google and all sorts of other stuff. You have to talk to your person on the other side, talk to your niche, not your service. So if you work with lawyers like I do, all of the content that you should create should be geared towards lawyers. Whoever it is that you are servicing, that's who you should be speaking to. Now, of course, your service is a part of that, right? Like that's how you help that audience. But when you talk to an audience, it also opens up the type of content that you can create. Business is important. It's all on the table for content that you can talk about. So you want to post 3 to 5 times per week. The more you post, the more you're going to get favored by these algorithms. Momentum builds trust. You're going to get on top of people more. Success snowballs on this platform. That one long video that you're doing, you should be able to create a month worth of content off this. So prioritize relevance, not likes. Again, speak to your buyer. Don't get too tripped up in the performance of the content because this is easily inflatable. I can easily get 1,000 comments on a post, but is it necessarily get in front of the right audience is a whole different question. The right part of the world as well, too, depending on what you're doing. Show your face, show your story. People follow people. Don't use your agency's page, use your personal page. So it has the ability to blow up pretty quickly, but it has to be through you, your voice, your personality, your stories. All of you are snowflakes out there. That's your superpower. What you have that I don't have is your superpower. Tap into it and figure out what that is and create, lean into it. Don't shy away from it. And then just be active and comment. One of the best things that you can do is just build a feed of people that are in your space. You know, follow, if you're working with lawyers, go out and friend and follow a bunch of lawyers and comment on their posts. These are all engagement based platforms. The more engagement that you give, the more engagement that you get. So let's talk quickly about optimizing your profile. I think this is personally like overinflated. It's very simple. I'm just going to give you like 3 keys to optimizing your LinkedIn profile. 1, have a clear picture of yourself. Honestly, this isn't the best picture of myself. I changed this recently, but clear professional headshot of yourself. You don't even need a banner back here, but if you do get a banner, you can get it designed on Fiverr. Just put like whatever your main call to action is, right? So I like to promote my content on LinkedIn personally. I use LinkedIn as a platform to build my other channels. And then to me, this statement here is the most important part of your profile because this is ultimately what people see when they're scrolling down their feed. This should be your offer statement in a sense here. We talk about offers in module 1 here, and I give you how to build an offer statement. Talk about what you do and who you help in this statement. And again, I'm not the perfect one to look at here. The creators that I'm going to give you to follow are much better. Then the about section here, just write about yourself, get a little bit personal. You can also expand on this from what you do and who you help here as well. This is a section that people will look at if they come to your profile. And then finally, your features section down here. This is like your call to action section. So again, you look at mine here, I'm promoting my YouTube and my live sessions that I do, but I've also got the blueprint training in here as well. So you just put a link to your website, like a key piece of content. 2 to 3 here is good. Whatever you want to promote goes here. Because again, when you're posting, people go to your profile, they scroll down, they look at the stuff, kind of a central point to focus people to where you want to get to. Let's quickly just touch on how to get a lot of content created for LinkedIn and just social media in general. So like this one long form video here that I put on my YouTube channel will spit out anywhere from 5 to 25 short videos that will go, and that becomes the content that you create for Instagram, TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Facebook. You can put them on LinkedIn too. That also then becomes the content that I'm pushing on LinkedIn. So it's not complex. It's not complicated. I look at social media as like a floor and a baseline. This is something that you should be doing at a minimum for your business. But that also doesn't mean that you should be spending all your time doing this, because this can be a major time suck and a major time drain. I spend my time spending a few hours a month planning and scripting out these long videos, which then becomes months and months and months worth of content. So LinkedIn creators to follow, take a screenshot of this. Again, you can also get this from the training. Just search for them. Brendan Hufford, again, ex-Blueprint coach here. Really, really good. Does SaaS marketing. Caitlin Bourgoin, French-American names are tough. Also, buyer psychology, really, really good copywriter. Justin Welsh is kind of like an OG on LinkedIn. He's taught a bunch of courses on LinkedIn. Laura Costa is somebody who's blown up over the last 2 years. Really, really impressive on what she's been able to do with just off of LinkedIn. And then Chris Walker is like another kind of like LinkedIn OG who's had a tremendous amount of success. So I would suggest following all these people. These are very baseline 6 people that you can follow to just get your mindset in the right space here. So let's just start going through different types of LinkedIn content that works. I'm going to give you, I think there's 5 or 6 different templates inside of here, and then also prompts. Now keep in mind, right? This, like I taught you how to use a platform like PodSqueeze to get the transcriptions, right? The AI prompts that I'm going to give you, all you have to do is take the transcription from your long video and then use these templates inside of ChatGPT or Claude. And I'll even run you through a live example here. So again, template number 1 here, personal insights and lessons. With all these 2, I gave you real examples of something that I felt like matched this template, and you can click on this on your own time and read the post. Like for example, the video that I have in here is all about how lawyers can create Facebook ads that convert. This is about copywriting. This is what my posts will be about. What I'm teaching you how to do here is how to add templates that work inside of LinkedIn. So how to take that content and then put it into a post format that drives engagement on LinkedIn. We have to always relate it back to the content that we've created. So again, just back here real quick. This one is sharing a recent personal client experience, what you learned, and then how it applies to your audience or the content, right? And all you have to do with these prompts here too is you just copy this. So write a LinkedIn post that shares a personal business lesson that I learned from experience or failure and tie it back to audience niches daily struggle. And then this down here also as part of the prompt says use the video transcript to understand what the post should be about and the topic, right? So you take the video transcript, you paste it in there with this, and you just fill in the blank here, right? So write a LinkedIn post that shares a business lesson that I learned from writing ads and creating ads for law firms and tie it back to a lawyer's daily struggle with agencies or not being able to generate leads. I take that with the transcript and paste it in, and bang, I've got a LinkedIn post about it. And then the beautiful thing about this too, using AI, is you might be like, okay, that's one post, right? Well, if you like that one, then you just tell ChatGPT or Claude, write another one. So that's a single easy way to take one and get multiple, or you just take another template that we have here, right? So another template that you could use here would be like a mini case study. So show before and after and how, keep it short and measurable. This here is a post that I wrote about local SEO. And you can just see this is like featuring client rankings, right? So it's just showing that before and after imagery just works really well in any type of marketing or advertising. The prompt then says, create a short case study post for LinkedIn that highlights how we helped lawyers go from not ranking in Google to ranking first in 80 days. Take this video and write it. Again, the video transcript that I gave it, which is about advertising, probably wouldn't work here. So if we go back and try and apply this one to the advertising model, create a short case study post for LinkedIn that highlights how we help lawyers go from ads that did not convert at all to ads that are driving $20 leads, or even better, right, in 24 hours, right? That's pretty interesting. Take it, paste that in, give it the transcript, and let it go to work. So another one here, contrarian takes. I'm a big fan of this one because I really like to ruffle feathers on social media. Contrarian takes are something that always drive good engagement because it drives comments, it drives emotions, it drives illicit reactions from people, which frankly is kind of exactly what I want to do, me especially. This one here is opening with a bolder unpopular opinion, back it up with reason or data, invite discussion. So this one here, I wrote a post about how the SEO community is like Blockbuster, meaning Blockbuster at the time when Netflix came out, Blockbuster was like, oh, we're awesome, we're the best. And then Netflix came out and was like, yeah, we're mailing DVDs to people. And Blockbuster was like, no, people want to come in. And then Netflix was like, yeah, we're going digital. And then Blockbuster was like, no, people will always want to come in and rent videos, right? And then bang, out of business. So I made the argument here that SEOs are doing the same thing when it comes to AI and LLMs and just the actual Google product and what's happening in Google and how it's an eroding platform and how it did really well and invite a lot of discussion. So this one says, write a LinkedIn post with a strong contrarian take on topic or niche audience, include a bold opening CTA. So again, let's go back to the advertising one that I had, right? The video about ads. Write a LinkedIn post with a strong contrarian take on Facebook advertising for lawyers. And I would probably want to give it a little bit more information there. Use a video transcript to build out the rest of the argument using reasoning and data. Makes sense? Write the post for us. Another really good template here. Again, important that we always make sure to massage these prompts to the context of of the content that we want to use and we want to promote. And you can already feel how one video, 4 minutes of my time, is now getting multiple different LinkedIn posts about the same video. And a quick thought here too is you might be sitting there saying like, what's the call to action? Like, what's the point of this? Like, why are we doing this? Consumption is the call to action. Consumption is the point. What do I mean by that? You could try and put a call to action in there to hire you to run lawyers' Facebook ads. Maybe you do that, maybe you don't. But to me, visibility is the currency. Attention is the currency. So if we do put a call to action in there, what's going to happen is the engagement's going to go down. People are going to know it's a sales post. But if we are just consistently putting out content that's generating discussion, that's generating attention and eyeballs, where is that eyeballs and attention going? It's going to you. That's how brands are built. It's built on attention these days. So you don't always have to have a call to action. You don't always have to have an end game. The end game is engagement, basically, right? Because the more engagement you get, the further your content is going to go, the more in front of people you're going to get. And over time, people are going to go to your profile and they're going to say, I got to talk to this guy or girl. So a lot of Blueprint subscriptions and memberships just through posting content with no call to action. Next one up is mini tutorials, frameworks, and SOPs. I literally just posted this 2 days ago here. This is an SOP. It's inside of the Blueprint training, all about how agencies can get reviews for their clients to rank higher in Google Maps. You know, turn this process into a LinkedIn post with step-by-step instructions for marketers. And then I literally just pasted the SOP in there, copied and pasted it, and said, go to town, go to work. You can also do like a comment thread here if you want to give away the SOP and get people to comment, and then you send it to them in exchange for an email, right? Very simple stuff. Next one up, behind the scenes template. I love this too, right? Like a lot of people traditionally have been like, oh, you know, this isn't Instagram. Like you don't post pictures of yourself on LinkedIn. Meanwhile, all the top creators are doing it pretty much all the time. So this one is sharing something, personal story, you know, behind the scenes, whatever that looks like. This just says, write a LinkedIn post, behind the scenes look at how we write ads for lawyers, including a surprising detailed challenge we faced. Now, again, you're relying on AI to write this stuff for you. It's going to kind of make up that story. So you just go through and just proofread it, make sure it's not something that's egregious or out of pocket. This is Chris Walker. He does crushes it on LinkedIn. He's migrated to pretty much all vertical video. Remember what I said? You can also post a vertical video here. So all that vertical video you can post right here with your copy. You can even get the transcript from your short video, feed it to Claude, and then have Claude write copy based on the exact video that you're feeding it. All easy to do. Chris is very good at commentary on marketing trends. He's talking about like really boring stuff. He's talking about like marketing attribution, but he provides a lot of very smart commentary on top of it. So this one says, write a LinkedIn post reacting to, you know, Google's latest update in as it relates to lawyers and their SEO. Include my opinion and what this means for my clients. This one, you probably wouldn't include the video that you have with it, but this is just one. If something comes out, take the prompt, get ahead of it, post about it. The final one here is a comment thread. I'm known for this. I annoy a lot of people with it. I don't care. It works a lot for me. I get a lot of comments on my post. If you've got something free to add, right? An SOP, a template, a free tool, a spreadsheet calculator, whatever it is, you know, just post about it and people will comment on it, and then you just send them a DM with it, leave a comment saying thank you. It's in your DMs. That's it. It's a great way to get your content in front of people, and it also just builds a lot of engagement on your profile. So don't do this all the time. I do this like once a month. It is kind of annoying if that's all that you do, but if you've got something of value and you want to get it in front of people, this is a great way to do it. Hey, Ryan here. Hope you liked that video. If you want more, check out these 2 videos right here on the screen.